In the 10th inquiry, called Eating Barley, we hear about eating husked barley. In the past, it seems, the Buddha-to-be was reborn in a certain family, and because of his high birth and being blinded by foolishness, having seen the disciples of the Gracious One Pusa enjoying sweet drinks and food and the finest rice and so on, he scolded them, saying, "Hey, you shaveling ascetics should eat barley. You shouldn't enjoy the finest rice." Through that unwholesome deed and its result, after undergoing suffering in the 4 lower realms for countless thousands of years, in this his last state of existence, he by and by attained Buddhahood. Having sympathy for the world while walking in the villages, towns and royal cities, at one time, while in the vicinity of the Brahminical village of Vairanga, he arrived at the root of a margosa tree endowed with spreading branches. A Vairanga Brahmin, having approached the Gracious One, being unable to overcome the Gracious One in any way, became a stream enterer and invited him, saying, "Venerable Sir, please undertake to spend the rains retreat here." The Gracious One consented by remaining silent. Then, beginning on the following day, the wicked Mara possessed the whole of those dwelling in the Brahmin village of Vairanga, and when the Gracious One entered the village for alms, because of being possessed by Mara, they did not give even 1 spoon of alms food. The Gracious One, surrounded by the community of monks, returned with an empty bowl. A horse merchant arrived at the very place where they resided, and after giving a gift of alms food that day, and inviting the Gracious One and his 500 monks thenceforth, and dividing a share of food from the 500 horses, he crushed the barley and dropped it into the monks' bowls. All the well-born gods from the whole of the 10,000 universes dropped in godly nutrients, so that it was like freshly cooked milk rice. The Gracious One partook of the food, and for 3 months thereafter he partook of barley. At the end of 3 months, being no longer possessed by Mara, on the invitation day, the Vairanga Brahmin, after remembering his duties, became very anxious and gave a great gift of alms food to the community of monks with the Buddha at its head, and, worshipping, begged for forgiveness. Therefore it is said, "I blame the teachings and disciples of Buddha Pusa, saying, 'You should eat and enjoy barley, you should not enjoy this fine rice.' Through that deed and its result, for 3 months I ate only barley, when invited by the Brahmin to dwell 3 months in Vairanga."